If you watch this young player play at all, you know he's all about winning.
Being a 6'8" point guard that you can build around.
What he's doing at the second highest level of basketball in the world is unprecedented for European players.
Me, I just like his confidence, you know, to have that confidence on that level.
He is a savant in
How
basketball.
good is Luka Doncic?
Luka Doncic is the best 20-year-old player in the history of the NBA.
Combined with the game he has, this might be the biggest star in the NBA in the very near future.
Luka is one of my favorite players in the NBA today. From the simple fact of the way I play the game is exactly how I love the way he plays the game. Team first, gets his guys involved. If you challenge me to score, I'm going to score.
Por dentro está de Doncic, lleva ya un triple, que sea. La técnica que le ha permitido al Real Madrid tener una 4 de ventaja. Doncic por la derecha, saca la esquina aquí, gran pase, bingo. Se la vuelve a dar a Luka, quedan 4 de posesión, Doncic pasito atrás, vuela el triple, bingo. Ya lo sabemos, ¿no, Valdemoro?
Está claro.
Fue de 2 finalmente el lanzamiento de Mitchell con... se corresponde con lo que estaba ofreciendo en los últimos partidos la defensa del Real Madrid.
No.
Here, honey.
No, I play Fortnite 24/7, bro. Yeah? I don't sleep on that. I'm getting better now.
Getting better?
We're gonna play. I have my game here with me. Yeah? All the time.
You play in the elevator.
PS4.
PS4?
Yeah.
Do you play Xbox or PS? Yeah.
I have both of them on that.
He the first thing he does when he goes in his room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once my PS4 is set up, I'm done. I pack my bags and everything. I'm good. Once that thing's set up, I'm straight.
Okay. 24, this is you, Sugar. I'm going to come back to you in 30 minutes.
See you.
30 minutes, relax yourself.
From Slovenia was named the 2018 EuroLeague MVP. Joined by his grandmother and mother, Luka Doncic. He's a 6'6" Canadian born.
He was drafted 4th overall in 1990 by the Orlando Magic. You know him, you love him, Mr. 3D, Dennis Scott.
In the 2018 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Luka Doncic from Ljubljana, Slovenia, and Real Madrid.
Man, it has been quite a couple of days. Scout extraordinaire Mike Schmitz is with us. You believe Luka should have been the #1 overall pick, Mike?
We've got Luka here, and I know you're wearing an Atlanta hat, but if a trade goes through according to Woj, you will actually be headed to Dallas. So let's talk through that, and how much communication have you had with the Dallas organization?
Yeah, I've been talking to them, I've been talking to a lot of teams, but especially Dallas, they've been talking to me. They were so nice to me. And I'm glad, I'm just happy to be in the NBA, I'm just happy to be a part of that.
Forward in his first season from Slovenia, number 77, Luka Doncic.
Funk Schwoed, way off the mark, and there's Doncic with his first touch.
Fendi.
All the way to the rim, coast to coast for Luka Doncic.
Doncic showing off that handle. This guy can really.
Doncic for 3, and that looks sweet.
Well, if they're not going to cover it, okay.
Oh yeah, we like that. Off balance.
That's thick hand.
That's unteachable stuff, right?
That's unguardable stuff.
Luka Doncic, get a good traffic rebound by Doncic. This is something the Mavericks haven't had in a long time. A guy who can go 70 feet with it. On the open, clean up a 3. Just stuff everybody inside our kick out.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
They were to do this draft over. As
much too early to be making long-term decisions. I get it. But if they were redrafting right now, would he go number 1?
I think he would be right there. I remember watching the draft standing up because I was shocked that the Atlanta Hawks made that trade with Travis Schlenk for Trae Young, for Luka Doncic. And yes, I did think he was a little bit slower-footed, as DJ just mentioned, but he's 6'7". This is the MVP of the EuroLeague. And the best thing you love about Luka is his basketball IQ is off the charts. He's gonna make everybody else around you eat better by making this simplistic play.
Finney Smith to inbound. Back to Doncic. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer! 7 seconds was.
This is a shot he works on time and time again. Rhythm, step back three. That's in his resume. What a performance by Luka and the Mavericks. Mama, there goes that man.
Who actually wins the MVP, it's not always the best player. Luka's going to put up cartoon statistics for a dominant team. He's clearly going to be the best player on that team, and as great as Porzingis will be, I believe if he's healthy, Porzingis is going to miss a nice chunk of the season, taking him out of the MVP conversation. He's not going to peel away votes from Luka, whereas LeBron and AD will peel away votes from each other. Luka Doncic is going to win MVP this year.
Got to get it in. Here's Luka. Gets it away. It's good! A Doncic dagger! He wins it! As he was stumbling, he somehow got it to go! Midpoint of the third quarter. Dallas down by 13. Behind the back. Behind the back again! And a slam dunk by Cauley Stein. A double behind the back. That's so cute. Look at that for the triple-double now for Luka. What a 10th assist.
Shot clock. Doncic for three.
Right now.
Lynn got to the rim, but didn't finish.
Watch Willie run.
Luka in transition. Looks off the defense, and he found that running. Willie Cauley-Stein. Trying to get himself right after a 1 of 6 Friday night, shooting the ball against Denver. Powell, wide open lane, coming over late, but too late, and Nunzel scores with 16. Leading Dallas, Luka with 12. Flipped it, eyes in the back of his head to an open Tim Hardaway Jr.
I'm not gonna bust your bubble on that.
No bubble busting, please. A long three. Oh, and speaking of a guy who can shoot, the head off the glass.
Without Serge Ibaka as well as Patrick Beverly. Doncic leads into Leonard. Hits the three. Puts the foul. Doncic from way the line. Long 3-1. Puts it up. Shot. He banks it in. Doncic from downtown. He smiles and laughs.
Most games this year, not reaching 114 of them. Made it to 100 here in the fourth quarter, but they've got no.
The answer is not Kawhi Leonard. And I'm not taking anything away from the greatness of Kawhi Leonard, because even though I get on him about the load management stuff, the bottom line is he is an elite performer when it counts for the most part, and I won't take that away from him. I know how great he is. But last time I checked, Paul George ain't nothing to sneeze at. Rondo, meaning playoff Rondo, is nothing to sneeze at. Reggie Jackson is not a scrub. Morris can play. They just picked up Kennard. They've got DeMarcus Cousins. They've got a few others. Without Luka, what are the Dallas Mavericks? I'm sorry, this is a brother we ignore because we've been paying so much attention to the greatness of Steph Curry, the triple-doubles of Russell Westbrook, the injuries to Anthony Davis, and of course LeBron James. We just forgot that a guy by the name of Luka Doncic has averaged 27.7 points, 8.6 assists, 8 rebounds, shooting 47.9% from the field, and 35% from three-point range. How many people in the league got those numbers? And the Dallas Mavericks were 42 and 30.
Doncic puts it on the floor, gets into the paint, working on Zubats, fall away, and it rolls home for Luka. It's Zubats with a shot clock at 7. Luka spinning, fall away off 1 foot, good! 4 rebounds in his second postseason, 22 years old, first team All-NBA a year ago. 18 points for Doncic, he'll try another 3, good again! For them on the defensive end as well as stretching the floor offensively. Luka off 1 foot, it goes against Zubats, 24 for Doncic.
Send an extra body at him, make him beat you in these moments right there.
Quiet Doncic here in the fourth quarter. Let's see if he gets it going. He doubled, he finds the right man.
This series, so it's good for Paul George to get going early so he can go out there and let people know this pandemic P, not settling for jumpers, not trying to get to his step back, going right down the lane and attacking Porzingis. The Clippers obviously.
Now Luka waiting for the Willie Cauley-Stein pick, and he's got a half hour to take that. Gets the triple.
That when your star's having an off night, he can still carry.
Luka with the long 2, he's up to 20. Carlisle to half. Doncic gets by for 2. And the big guy. The 2 best on the floor against each other on the fall away.
The series in 5 for 26 in his last 3 playoff games. If you go back to the disappointment of Game 7 against Denver. Chich against George. Now on the switch, this is what happened in Game 1.
He's warmed up a little bit.
There's Doncic again.
And I like that from Paul George. If your jumper's not falling.
In the regular season and 15 points in a Game 2 loss. Porzingis. Doncic on the switch again has Zubats against him. He has owned Zubats so far in the series. There's that step back 3.
Lost time.
Doncic again off the
3 tonight.
And George, no Ibaka in this game.
As this series progresses, you're not going to have 18 for 24.
Team's up 5. That's the largest lead for the Clippers. We're at the midway point of the third quarter. Step back 2, just of the night for the Clippers.
And that double team.
Third straight game, he's starting at the center position. Beautiful feet inside.
In the stands. And you can in fact see him do the point to Tim Jr. if you look at the old game film. You can also see the Heat winning.
Doncic, little step back 3, that's good. First point since the first quarter. Did not score in that second period. Hardaway Jr. connects. Doncic drives on Leonard, pulls back high, arcing shot is good. Doncic against Morris, nice footwork. Bang shot is good for Trey Burke. Doncic, the Euro step, and an easy bucket. Doncic drives on Leonard, gets inside, stops, layup, banks.
I hate losing. We hate losing, but I'm proud of my team.
Rachel Nichols.
Hey Luka, now that you've had a second run through the NBA playoffs, what have you learned about playing in this league at this time of year?
I mean, there's always you learn, different stuff, but just the playoffs is different than the regular season, and Game 7 is the toughest game, you gotta give everything. Today wasn't the result we wanted, but we'll come back next year.
Thanks Luka, appreciate it.
Tim McMahon.
Luka, obviously I know you care about winning, not numbers, but the numbers you put up in this series were ridiculous. What do you think you've been able to prove in this series and even last year in the playoffs?
I mean, nothing yet, We've been in the playoffs twice since I'm there. We lost both times, so nothing yet, You get paid to win, so we didn't do it.
What should we expect from Luka Doncic? You said more of the same, Stephen A. I just say more and more. Look, he has improved every season. When you look at what he did last year, regular season, he's like a 28, 8-8 guy. Know what he was in the playoffs? 36, 10, and 8. So not only does he get better year over year, but in the first year in the playoffs, he was 31, 10, and 8. He is a superstar who elevates in the biggest moments and gets better every year. and still has room for improvement. He could play better defense, and he's capable of it. He could shoot it better because he gets his own shot and shoots it pretty good.